Immigrants come in every stripe. They come from different countries, not only Latin America, they come from all over the world. Some people are fleeing persecution, violence, poverty. Some people are just looking for a better life.
Accompanied minors are children that cross the border, and they usually are not accompanied by an adult, such as a parent. And they come usually escaping very dire circumstances, usually in Central America, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. And they are apprehended and they are put in detention centers catered to children. And usually these children came here to meet with relatives that they have here. Now, a lot of these relatives, or maybe most of these relatives, are also undocumented. The relatives usually can go and pick up the children if they pass certain requirements, but one of the requirements, they don't have to necessarily be here documented in immigration terms. So they could be somebody, their parent, an uncle that is undocumented, but it meets certain requirements and they can pick up the child.
In order for the immigration court to entertain the child's application for a green card or for legal residency, you have to have been found by a family court to be a child in need of protection. And that's what special immigrant juvenile status is. They deem you a neglected or abused child, that you do not have family to go back to in your native country, and that if you went back, you would be in danger, and that you would be subjected to more neglect and abuse. If the child can show that they don't have family in their country of origin, or that they're going to be subjected to abuse and maltreatment if they go back home, and if they seem well settled in this country and they have a better life, more often than not, the special immigrant juvenile status application is successful. And what I've told clients of mine that I've assisted doing those proceedings is that this is only the first hurdle. The most difficult hurdle is an immigration court. It's one thing to have the SIGIS finding, it's another to be granted your green card and to have legalized status.
There has been, even before this administration, there has been quite a backlog in immigration cases being heard before the immigration court and before immigration judges. Now, this problem has even become more aggravated because of the efforts apprehending and detaining people. So a very already saturated immigration court system is now even being more bombarded with more cases.
Courts in general, you have judges and you have cases. Sometimes you don't have enough judges for the cases that come in. So cases are going to lag behind because judges have very high calendars, and there are only so many hours in the day, so many days in the week, so many days in the month for cases to be processed. So if a judge has thousands of cases, but there's only one judge and there's only so many hours and days in the week and in the month, your cases are going to lag behind and they're going to take time to be processed.
For example, if you need to present a case for asylum and you're not given, because of the saturation of the courts and because the calendars are so full, your case may not, my client's case may not be heard for 1, 2, 3, even 4 years.
But the problem is there aren't enough immigration judges nationally to go around to handle not only the cases that are still pending, but the increase in filings. So there are magistrates that handle these cases, and then there are judges. And again, there's no real easy fix to it because, like I said before, the immigration system has been broken for decades, and it has always taken a long time for immigration cases to process.
It's very important that people understand that they have rights, that they have right to talk to an attorney, they have a right to remain silent, and they have a right to not sign anything against that is going to put their case in danger and they're going to be expeditiously removed. Sometimes when somebody's apprehended, they're very fast flown to another state, and it takes a long time before we know where these people are. It happens to me all the time. I do cases all over the United States, and sometimes I'm on my way to visit somebody at a jail, and when I get there, they already have been removed to another jail, to another state. So, and I'm an attorney, and I have access, and I know how to find people that imagine if the person doesn't have legal representation and their families have no idea how to find their relative or their friend. It's a very, very sad and stressful situation.
The issue of undocumented immigration into the U.S. is decades old. As long as my parents have been here, there has always been undocumented immigration. The immigration system is broken, and that has led to what we look at today.